First thing we're going to do is to make a slip knot. And I will show you the easiest way to make a slip knot. Take your yarn end and wrap it around 3 fingers on your right hand. Go up to the top, pinch it, bring it off of your fingers, and then hold the yarn with your right hand and bring your working thread, which is always the one that goes to the skein, over the top and behind. Now reach in with your hook and pull on both ends. And now you have what we call a slip knot. Reason for that is it slips up and down. You can then adjust it a little bit. For now, we're going to leave this tail where it is. You can incorporate it later on, maybe into a fringe at the end of your project, or if it gets in our way, we can always clip it off. So now we're going to take our hook and put it into our right hand. I'm assuming here that we're working with right-handers, and there are 2 ways that you can hold your hook. You can hold it like this from the top, or you can hold it from the bottom, which is also okay. For me personally, I prefer to hold it from the top. That's the way I learned many years ago, and I still prefer to hold it this way. So now we're all set with our right hand. So let your right hand relax for a moment. The left hand has a special job. The left hand will control your tension. So what we're going to do before we do our hand hold, I would invite you to remember what we did when we were little boys and girls and we played shadow games along the wall, and you have your pointer straight out and your middle finger and your thumb meeting right here. Move those 3 and be very comfortable with moving them around because they're going to do a lot of the work right here. So here's our triangle. Okay, great. Now, I have developed a little story that makes it very, very easy for you to get your material into the right place for your proper tension. And it's called This is a Stick Up. So the story goes, the hook in our right hand is the bank clerk. The left hand is the bad guy. The bad guy says, give me the money. So open your hand, palm up. Now spread your little finger away from your left hand ring finger and bring your thread between these 2. Now close your fist because the bad guy wants the money. Give me the money. Oh, this clerk is not moving. Your right hand stays firmly still. So the bad guy says, this is a stick up. I have a gun. So take your pointer finger and point it directly at your hook. Clerk still not moving. So the bad guy, this bad guy right here, jumps across the counter from the front to the back like this. Once, twice, and then with these 2 fingers, he grabs the loot. So here we go. Here is this triangle that I had you play with before we started. So now you have your perfect starting position. But I would like to do all of this again so you can see it again, what we did. Okay. I'm sure you remember how to do your slip knot, and then pretend this is your very scared and still bank clerk. Left hand, this is the stick up. Make your little opening, the bad guy's coming through the door. So close your fist now around the thread. Clerk still not moving. You may take this pointer on the right and secure the loop right here. That'll help you to keep it from slipping up and down too much. So here's the bad guy. I have a gun. He points the gun at the clerk. So we're lined up like this. Now he jumps across the front counter from the front to the back. We turn once, twice, and then with these 2 fingers, we grab the lute on the bottom. So here's your perfect triangular position to start working. So from here, we make sure that these two fingers are right along this loop on the bottom. This is now firmly in hand, and the pointer on the right hand can help to regulate this loop right here. So now let's go into the triangle, scoop up the yarn, and with the hook facing down, bring it through the loop. That was our first foundation chain. So now let's do it again. Into the triangle, pick up your yarn and pull it through. So now with these two fingers, I move up to stay really, really close to my foundation chain. I go into the chain, into the triangle, and pick up the material and pull it through the chain. Into the triangle, pull it through the chain. And after at least every other one, I move these two fingers up to help hold this chain open. At this point, you can tell that there's a counterbalance between the hook and the pointer. So right here is your tension. This is the secret to your tension as you work. So let's do some more. Into the triangle and pull it through. Into the triangle and pull it through. So now on the right hand, I put my pointer on this loop and I move my two fingers up on the left side. Back into the triangle and bring it towards you. Into the triangle, bring it towards you. So now I invite you to make a chain and keep all those things that we should think of in mind. Move your middle finger and your thumb, those two fingers, move them up on your left hand. Keep your left pointer straight. And then your hook goes into the triangle. It goes pointing down as you pull it through. So let's do a few. And the size of your loops should be nice and even. And that comes with good practice.